Hello there, it is me, Tarman, and welcome back. Today we're going to be hopping into a World War II figure. So let's hop into this. So here is the kit we're going to be painting today. It's by Warrior. It's a Warriors Scale Model Ink. I was in my hobby shop and I thought it'd be pretty cool to paint this guy, but we're not doing Waffen SS though. We're just going to do a regular Fallschirmjäger trooper. So let's crack this guy together. Boop. So here he is all glued together. I do not have his head glued on because I'm going to put that on separately. I thought it was neat though because they have a little photo etch strapping for the MG42. There is his body, and I kept his head on the sprue. So the first thing I'm going to do is prime him black, and then I'm going to dust him white. And then after that, I'm going to spray him this desert yellow. And here we are. So you'll end up with something like that. So the first thing I'm going to do is pick out all the black bits, which will be the machine gun and his Y strap and belt. And we're going to use this. And there we are. Now his Y-strap belt and machine gun are picked out. The next thing I'm going to do is pick out his pants and his tunic that is showing. We're going to mix up two colors to kind of get that airborne, like bluish gray. I'm going to use German field gray, and I'm going to be mixing it with this. And there we are. Now I'm going to be mixing a off-white into the color I just mixed to add in a brighter tone so I can highlight his pants and his collar. The white I'm going to be using is this. And then there we are, highlighted a little bit. Now I'm just going to add a little bit more to make it just a tad bit brighter. And then we'll be done with the pants and the collar. And there we are. Now his pants and collar are highlighted. Now the next thing we're going to move on to is the brown. And the brown we're going to be using will be used for the boots, the camo on his tunic, and a little bit of leather on there and the end of the gun. And we're going to use this. But before I paint the camo with that brown, I'm going to go over his boots with Wildwood. Okay, before I do the camo, I'm going to highlight his boots, but I'm just going to take this brown and mix it with this white or off-white to get a brighter color to hit it, just to make it look like the boots have been used. And there we are. Now we are officially going to move on to the camo. And I'm just gonna go with the geometric shapes camouflage. I'm not exactly sure what it's called, but I will show an image of the camo I'm gonna be copying. And there we are. That's the first step. Now we're going to move on to the green, and we're going to be mixing these two together to get the green I want. And there we are. He's all picked out. So now the next thing we're going to do, we're going to pick out the belt buckle and the little hooks and knobs on his Y strap and belt. And we're going to use this. And there we are. All the little silvery bits are picked out. Now the last thing to do really is to put a black wash over the tunic. And I'm really using a very light one. This is actually meant for engine. I'm using engine oil. But I think it works as a really nice, very thin black wash. It will turn out glossy, but we are going to matte spray him at the end of this. So I am just going to put the black wash all over his tunic. And there we are. Now while that is drying, we're going to hop over to the face. And here is that lovely face that it comes in. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to base coat him with this. And there we are. Our first coat is done. Now the next thing we're going to do is pick out his teeth and his eyes. For his teeth and eyes for the base, it is going to be this. And then to pick out the color of his eye, I'm going to use this blue. And obviously the pupil, this. And there we are. So now that that's picked out, now I'm going to go back to the color I based it with and clean it up. And there we are. Now we're going to hop over to the next color. This. And there we are. Now next thing we're going to do, we're going to mix up a little bit of that cream to the flesh just to brighten up another coat. And there we are. There's the face. Now we just got to do the hair. And I'm going to use for the hair this. And there we are. The last thing really to do is just to glue him together and clear coat him. So next time you see him, that's gonna be it. And there he is, glued together. You could call it quits right now, but we're gonna go the extra mile, mainly focusing on the machine gun and the bandage on his hand. So we're gonna take a pencil and rub it across the machine gun. And there we are. Now the gun looks a little bit more realistic, like it's been worn and used. Now we're just going to focus on the bandage on his hand, and we're going to use Flesh Tears Red, and I'm just going to stipple it to make it look like the blood kind of seep through. Ooh, excuse me, seep through the bandage. Well, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. I enjoyed it. It is nice to paint these World War II figures. That is kind of what I started on when I was younger. So it's nice to come back to them because I haven't done it in such a long time. But, yeah, it's nice to do it. But without further ado, please like and subscribe only if you want to. I don't care if you do. I'm just happy that you guys are watching my videos and enjoy the montage.